Okay, service. Who hasn't heard me say anything about serves in the last week and just over a week?
Not me.
Okay.
I've
gone on about serves quite a lot. And I'll just keep it simple because I don't want to spend too much time on the specifics of the serve. I think we're all pretty familiar with the pendulum serve, which I've gone on about. The modern way of playing. The idea is that you're serving from your backhand side with your forehand. You stood square to the table, somewhere in between standing facing straight across and inwards, sort of 45-degree angle from the legs. We're throwing the ball up, somewhere like that. So when you throw the ball up, your arm's swinging back, okay, and it's coming through and it's making contact. And then from that contact you can do many, many different things with the spin. First of all, you can come straight downwards, put back spin on. You can have the back tilted to the side, go across, put side spin. You can go upwards, so when your arm goes out, instead of going across, you're going across and that wrist is turning, so you're lifting. So that's side and top. The same, you can do back spin and side spin, going down, back side. Okay. And then there's a reverse one where you'll go one way and flick back to go the other. So you throw the ball up, you'll come in like that, and to do the reverse one, you go back on yourself. So there. Completely now. So back on yourself, there. So. And then on that one you can do the same, you can put the same types of spin on, you can come across the side, up with top. And then from then on, fast serve, okay, where you'll keep a firmer grip. For the short ones, the spinny ones that I've just been doing, you need a loose grip. Whether you have your 3 fingers off to give you more movement from the wrist, whether you have them around it, slightly less movement, but the advantage of keeping your hand around it for service is the next shot you're in position with the grip, whereas if you take the fingers off, okay, you've got to put the hand back on to play the next shot. Okay. The aim is, when you're throwing the ball up and swinging the arm back in the pendulum motion, that you keep it as similar from one serve to the next. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're doing a fast, short, side, top, that place, wherever it is, you want to make sure that your opponent doesn't know what you're doing until you finally made contact with the ball. That's the aim. Okay?
So from a point, from that sort of a shot, it's actually a deception.
It's pure deception.
Rather than anything.
Yeah.
It could actually be deception with no spin at all.
That's the main thing.
Deception is the key.
Yeah. If you can't keep it deception, you could put as much spin on as you can. You could have the biggest spin serve in the world. But if they can see what you're doing, and they're just going to counter it. Whereas if it's all happening very quickly, and you've got a lot of different types of spins that you can do to different points in the table, then that makes a good server. So you try to constantly outthink, like spin bowling in cricket, you try to constantly outmaneuver your opponent through variation. So backspin. On the short serve, again, the softer the touch on the ball, the better. The softer that you brush the ball, the more chance that you've got of getting the ball to bounce twice on the table. That's the objective for any short serve, to get the ball, once it's hit your side of the table, to keep on the table bouncing twice. If it goes over, it's classed as a long serve. And if you've tried to do a short serve and it has gone long, chances are it'll be slow, so your opponent can get a swinging topspin shot on, which is usually not a good thing to start the rally off with. Unless you're a player who likes fast attacking stuff, which not many players are these days.